gold. Nice, he did just pick up his Ring of Health. That's going to make a huge difference. He just needs about 1,100 more gold, and he's going to have his Vanguard. And from there, it's going to be pretty tough from the Scourge team to take him on for a while. Though, this the Spirit Bear is super good at entangling, obviously, and the biggest way to kill a Bristleback is to make him stop moving. Because when enemies stop moving that are tanks, the other heroes are just allowed to auto-attack. It's the same thing for fighting a Spectre. Spectre tanks a lot, but if you make him stop moving or you chain stun him and just auto-attack the shit out of him, he does actually go down despite having a lot of tanks. So that's kind of how that ends up going. So yeah, once again, I do love the mech on the OD. And the Witch Doctor in the lane also has a pretty darn good chance of keeping his mana up. And it looks like Enigma's going to pop that regen. A little bit of entangle going on that bear there. And I think he did actually get the last hit on him. But we'll probably see a phase boots out of the Syllabear pretty soon here. He's actually going pretty hard into the cache. Maybe he's just going to go really fast Relic. I think this is a pretty smart idea. I think he has the possibility of making this work. But I do really like this lane matchup for Syllabear. As long as he's careful with his main guy, his bear can, you know, entangle or ward off the Bat Rider. Though he can do quite big last hits here with a little bit of napalm and a little bit of auto-attacking. Wow, some crazy diving going on. But my map awareness is horrible. I'm sorry I missed that so far, but luckily nobody died. Just a really forward tombstone, doing good damage to these heroes. And looks like Clockwork's going to finish off. He already has his Arcane Boots. Wow, that's really, really good. That's going to give him non-stop rocket span. Looks like Undyne was not able to pop that sweet trick and just about dies there. So he's going to sit next to the Witch Doctor, and Witch Doctor is going to heal them up nice and good. Voodoo level 1, that's the way to rock it. And it looks like OD is looking for this haste rune. He might want to be ganking, but it's going to be really tough. Yeah, he's going to let... Oh, Bat Rider does have a bottle. Obviously, give it to Bat Rider. But OD kind of needs to maybe heal, or he does have a headdress, so that'll keep him up, but not really sure if he's going to do a little jungling here. It might just be swinging mid. They might be going for a gank on this lone druid. I don't know what level his banish is. It is nighttime, so he does not see him perched on the upper hill. Looks like Bat is going to immediately dive. Really nice dive. He's going to Firefly him. Here it comes. Going to be doing pretty good damage here. Bat's going to try, or the bear is going to try to lower his damage, or do an entangle is what I meant to say, but not nearly enough there. The entangle did go off on the Undyne, but I mean, the haste is so perfect for a ganking Bat Rider when he's over 6. That was beautiful. And the bear just took so much damage before he transformed. That was the end of him. I mean, he was down to like 30% HP before his ult finally went all the way through. So Windrunner does have some face boots here. Going to CS on these Eidolons. You do not want to let those die. They're about 30 gold a piece. Windrunner picks up about 60 gold right there. Possibly getting another one. Shackle shot on the Bristleback. He's taking semi-decent damage, but Sun's going down on the Windrunner. I'm going to expect a black hole any second here. Just a little bit more auto-attacking. Here's the black hole. Auto-attacking that Windrunner. She does have the Windrunner ability on, but she's taking a lot of magic damage, and that Bristleback is going to finish her off. That is a really cool counter. That Windrunner is the Bristleback. Going to do physical damage. It's going to go through Windrun because it's not an attack. Doesn't do an attack check, and Windrunner's armor isn't that fantastic. I don't even know if she has a Basilius yet. She doesn't even have a Basilius. Her armor is very low, and she's sitting at 0 and 2 right now. Bristleback is doing a very good job, and I love Bristleback against Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor has very, very low armor, but we do have a mech on this OD. I forgot to mention it also gives some intelligence, which is obviously fantastic. A little bit of auto attacking here. Witch Doctor missed micros a little bit. He does pop him out. That was pretty good. Ult going down by the OD, only doing 88 damage though. Very, very bad. And it looks like the mech was actually trying to catch the Witch Doctor, but he ran the hell out of there. So Bat Rider coming in next, gonna clean up these Eidolons. No, they do despawn, and I think the Bristleback's gonna be fine. Yeah. I would be really surprised if the Maledict was even a high level, so he was, wow, he really almost died. Clockwork actually happened to be there and goes and picks off that kill. Really nice play by the Clockwork, and it is now time for him to run out of there. He does have those Arcane Boots with that Ring of Protection. If you can play in a lane where you don't have to worry that much about taking damage, I think this is a really sweet build to go. This Clockwork does have really natural high strength. I played Clockwork the other day, but I really dicked him up. I didn't play very well. I was very unhappy about it. I kind of went like I was going for a fast Vanguard, but when I got my Ring of Health, it was like, okay, I have mana regen, but I don't have boots, and I have health regen, but I have no movement speed because I didn't have boots, and I did not have any mana regen, so I wasn't really able to spam that much. It worked, ended up being really bad. I should have just gotten a bottle because I was mid, so I was pretty pissed about that. I screwed it up pretty bad, so unfortunately that's how it goes sometimes. Bristleback does have his Vanguard now, sitting on boots with the Basilius. I would love to see him get a Wand next. Wand is absolutely necessary against Bristleback because he gets low on mana, and he tanks a lot of spells from those enemy heroes. So it does end up, if he needs the mana, I mean, he'll have that wand possibility, and maybe that mana is going to be the difference between him getting another quill off for the kill or something like that. You know, it's very, very important to have some kind of burst mana regen on tank heroes like a Bristleback. So maybe it's not necessarily worth it to get the wand. He does already have the 3 GGs, so, and he can always use the stats. So I think it would be pretty worthwhile to just let him pick up a wand there. Earthshaker here to support. I don't know if they spotted out the creeps or not, but the Witch Doctor and the Undying are going to be pressuring here. They want to get the tower pick off. Enigma sitting on just a Vitality booster at the moment. He's undoubtedly going to be picking up a Vanguard next. Lots of big nuke damage going down, but Undying going to drop another decay on these 2 heroes. Earthshaker's HP not looking too good, but Bristleback is so farmed here. That Vanguard gives him so much HP. He does pick up his magic wand here, so he's going to have lots of good charge action going, and he's being pretty aggressive here against the Undying, and I think that's pretty safe for him to do. He might want to get a Hood next, and we have a gank from the OD, and the Witch Doctor OD just sitting on the mech, but they did spot these heroes. Level 3 Tombstone going to be doing a lot of zombie action, but currently out of range of most of these heroes. Witch Doctor is not stunned yet. First stun going down on the Batrider. The mech does get popped. Batrider's going in. He does have a haste rune again. That is so freaking nice. Earthshaker's going to go down any second. He drops. He does not get a good spell off. He did Fissure. I don't think he was level 6 yet, so he was not able to Echo Slam. But there's Maledict on a lot of heroes here. Bristleback doing what he does, which is just book it and spam those quills pretty soon here. Witch Doctor's going to die. 1 or 2 more quills, and Witch Doctor will go down. Even the OD very low in HP. That is why you play Bristleback. He can make just so much happen. And looks like that Black Hold went down on Batrider as well, so they cleaned him up. What a beautiful defense from the Scourge team. They didn't lose any heroes. Holy crap. Gosh, Bristleback is just so good. If you let him get farmed, stuff like that happens. He runs away from the battle, he keeps quilling, and it starts doing a ridiculous amount of damage, especially against heroes like Witch Doctor. Wow, really good fight from Moscow 5. That was absolutely fantastic. And now for my refreshment of choice, immediately after this Windrunner dies, they did pick him off there. Looks like the Clockwork did initiate, and then they had follow-ups from the Spirit Bear and from that Enigma. So my drink of choice usually is water, but today I'm drinking half chocolate milk, half skim milk, and that is like my favorite way to drink chocolate milk. Usually it's just a little bit too chocolatey for my taste, but I have a horror story about that. I went to Woodman's the other day, which is our grocery store here, and looks like they want to kill the Silver. I'd be really surprised, but Bounce is hitting him 3 times. How unlucky was that? Oh my gosh, he must be really pissed right now. He does have Maledict. There's no way he's going to survive this. Batrider's still doing damage. Yeah, he's gone. That is very unfortunate for him. Only for the fact that the cask happened to bounce into his face 3 frickin' times, and Batrider has a Blink Dagger already. Wow, that's huge. Enigma gonna drop a stun. He did not realize he was gonna be up here, but gonna block him in with a nice Enchant Totem, and they're gonna pick off the kill. He didn't. He should not have gone that way. He should have blinked back the other way, but he did not realize that Enigma was there. So gonna pop the mech here on the Obsidian Desolator. All right, back to horror story. I was at Woodman's. I was buying chocolate milk, and I was like, hey, this one. I saw this one chocolate milk. It was like $2 for a half gallon, and there was this other one that was $1.30 for half gallon. I was like, hell yeah, I'm not gonna sucker this brand bullshit. They pretty much all taste the same anyways. So I bought it, and then my friend later pointing it out to me. He's like, dude, that says chocolate drink, not chocolate milk. And they honestly make this gross shit. It's like water made to taste like chocolate milk. The first ingredient is water. It's not milk. Isn't that messed up? It looks just like chocolate milk. It tastes approximately like chocolate milk, but it's like water. Like, I felt defiled. I felt tricked. I was like, did I seriously just buy something? I love milk, and I freaking got tricked into buying chocolate drink. Like, why would you even make something like that? I mean, milk is good for you. Chocolate milk is somewhat good for you, but why worsen it? I mean, it still had like whey in it, so people with lactose intolerance, I don't think would have been able to drink it. Or not. I'm not really sure, but like, it just felt so gross, and I seriously like went out and bought a new one and dumped like a quarter of it away. So I just couldn't handle it anymore, so never buy chocolate drink. Always read the beginning of it. Forward Tombstone. Looks like Batrider is going to initiate on the Earthshaker. This is a good target. He does have his Echo Slam, but everybody else is pretty far away, so he's going to be fine. Just going to be able to book it out of there. In the meantime, though, looks like the Enigma is going to be fighting this Bristleback. Or nope, they're on the same team. Sorry. He does have a Maledict on him, but not a huge deal. He's going to be going for a Hood next, which is going to keep him alive against that Witch Doctor. Clockwork's going to initiate. Doing pretty good damage against that Undying, but Clockwork's getting very low on HP. He does have his Vanguard, but those bounces are just absolutely nailing him, shackling the Enigma to a tree, and now Bristleback is in pursuit. Just going to be doing some pretty good damage here. There's so many quills on all these heroes. Look how much damage is getting done. Every quill is just taking off. Windrunner did get out of the range, but holy crap, he is still chasing, and the Shackle is down, and he is not going to go down for now. Bat Rider also in position to possibly make something happen, but Earthshaker a little bit too far forward. He does get his fissure off, but he got absolutely out of position there, way too far forward, and he did get picked off. Bat Rider's going to blink in here, doing more Firefly action, but looks like Bristleback doesn't even care. He's just going to auto-attack him down. Bristleback does have good damage, plus 60 right now, just from his ultimate. Good auto-attacking. One more Quill, he does go down there. And now they're pursuing the Undying. He's at about 500 HP. Bristleback is also very low, but he has so much regen from this Vanguard and that Ring of Health that he can be quite aggressive. All you got to do is keep cooling, and you are doing your job. Witch Doctor popping his wand and getting a good heal off on himself. And it looks like the Scourge Heroes are being a little too aggressive now. I think they should back up. Shackle on the Bristleback. He's going to take good damage now. Oh my god. He's taking so much damage from that OD and the Maledict. He goes down. They definitely stayed way too long there. They should have backed up a long time ago. Undying going to heal himself with a little bit of help from the Witch Doctor, and I love that they have these two heroes. It's going to help out keep their HP up so much. 79 damage per orb currently coming out of the OD. Still doesn't have treads or anything like that, but he's playing kind of like a semi-carry support build right now, which is working out semi-good. Because he does have the survivability. I mean, he's only got 900 HP, but he has a 250 HP heal, so he might as well have a lot more. Looks like Clockwork wants to go in on this. He's going to immediately Shackle Shot and put the cogs on. I don't see any battery assault, though. So that's going to be the main problem. So much damage going on the Clockwork. They should not have engaged here. They tried to make something happen, but they were already down on heroes, and that's the problem with playing Clockwork sometimes. You do go in when you shouldn't, so he did end up dying there, and that's the sloppy play from Moscow 5. It's currently 7-12. The team OSI is in the lead. Forward TP going down by the Bristleback. Looks like he wants to be aggressive. Already taken a lot of damage from Power Shot, but doing quite a bit to the Windrunner as well. He's going to be chasing at this point. He does have his hood completed, so Maledict is going to do a lot less to him. The Shackle Shot did not go off fully, but I think he's just going to clean up the CS here. Undoubtedly going to pick up a Heart next probably on the Bristleback, maybe some phase boots, some kind of boots possibly, but he's so farmed for 18 minutes. Like, he is sitting really, really, really good. So we'll see what he does go. I've seen BKBs work on him before against Maledict, but he does already have so much tank from the Hood and the Vanguard. He wants to suck. He wants to suck spells at this point. He does not want to avoid them. I mean, if he's got a BKB, they're just gonna cast their shit on somebody else. And at this point, he wants to tank, so I'm gonna expect maybe a Heart out of him next. We can look at his cash totals. 681. He's got a ways to go, but if we look at CS currently, 72 on the OD, 71 on the Windrunner, 59 on the Bat Rider, 23 on that Undying. Looks like he's gonna be going for a Vlad's next. Very interesting. Such an early Vlad's. Okay, that's why. They're trying to counter the Bristleback, and the best way to do that is to give armor aura to everybody. Currently, Basilius only gives 2 armor, but when we get that Vlad's, it's going to give 5 armor to the whole team, and that's going to make a huge difference against those Quills. Every armor gives about 6% estimated HP. It's like a little weird. It depends on how much armor you have, but it gives less and less. I don't know. I don't know the exact numbers, but I'd just say about. It's about 6, so if you have a Vanguard, that's an extra 3 armor for your team, so that's about 18%. More damage resistance, or more estimated HP against only physical attacks. So, for example, that's going to work with, that's going to be like, you know, sorry, I'm taking way too long to say this, about 18% more survivability against those Quills. And with a Witch Doctor on your team who only has 2 freaking armor base, that's going to help a lot. So, good that he's going for that. Normally, you would never see that right here, especially because they don't have any melee carries. It's all OD, but when they get that armor up, that's going to actually help quite a bit, because their main threat is that Bristleback right now, so I think that's smart. Looks like Enigma does have a blink here. I can look over the Scourge. CS totals also. We have 52 neutrals on the Enigma, 11 CS. Looks like we have 73 on that Bristleback here, 68 on that Silver. He did just have a Sacred Relic, so I see nothing on him currently. Maybe he does have his, well, they're going to actually spot this Clockwork Goblin here. He was way forward, wanted to get a good initiation, but taking so much damage here. Nice Black Hole from the Enigma, and somehow the Bat Rider did not get stunned by that Black Hole. Very weird. Looks like the Earthshaker goes down really fast as well, but Enigma going to go down next. That Witch Doctor ult just absolutely rocked so many players on the Scourge team, but the Bristleback is still up with the Lone Druid as well. So, and we do have the Radiance on the bear. He does have boots as well, so he's going to be chasing these heroes. I don't know if he's going to be able to catch up to them, but we did have 1 TP away. The Windrunner is pretty sitting okay. I think this team is going to be fine. Yep, they're going to back up on that. He could be using that bear to CS, and that's going to be the end of that engagement. Looks like 2 Scourge heroes died and 1 Sentinel. No, actually, all the Sentinel are survived. Nope. We did have Blue go down. That was the OD. Looks like the OD did die there. He's sitting at 0, 2, and 5 currently. And last CS person is going to be the Clockwork at 68. So that's the covering of that. It's currently 9-13. The only positive heroes on the Sentinel team are nobody. We have 2 evens, 3 even players for the Scourge team. 1-1 and 10 on the Enigma. 3-1-5 on the Bristleback. He's doing very good. 1-4 and 2 in the ESC is not doing very good. And 3-1 and 4 on the Clockwork. And the Earthshaker's going to get focused at the start of every fight, pretty much guaranteed. Because he is quite squishy, he did go